It's a Friday morning here on the AM Show. My name is Benedict Host. We preview Friday, big Friday, of course. We look ahead to what's going to happen in the English Premier League top 4 race, and also we look at what's going to happen down there. Already, we know that Norwich have been relegated. Bournemouth on the verge of relegation. Can Aston Villa escape relegation? They're up against West Ham United. I'll tell you more about what to expect in the English Premier League. Also, Juventus last night, they lost away to Udinese by 2-1. By virtue of that, they would have to hold on to see if they can still nick another Scudetto title. But we have to start here on the local scene. And the Ghana Premier League clubs have resolved to accept a review COVID-19 disbursement formula from the Ghana Football Association. Now, the FA President Ketu Kruku led a delegation to meet the elite clubs and resolve differences since they announced a structure to disburse to members from a FIFA COVID-19 relief fund. There is more in this report.
The GFA Executive Council announced that each Premier League club would receive $15,000 from the CAF and FIFA COVID-19 relief fund. Many of the football clubs expressed dissatisfaction with the quantum handed to each member of the Ghana Football Association. They also raised issues with the decision of the football governing body to allocate $17,000 to the national team, the Black Stars, and other various sums to other male national teams. On Wednesday, the GFA president, his secretary general, and other members of the executive council held a meeting with the Premier League clubs. Patrick Akoto, who represented Mediama SC at the meeting yesterday, revealed to Joy Sports that the clubs have resolved to accept a reviewed disbursements to all members.
Let me put it on record that yesterday's marathon meeting gave us the opportunity to talk to the Executive Council. Don't forget that 5 members of our group were voted onto the powerful council. What it means is that they had to come and explain some of the nitty-gritties to members. President Ketu Kruku was there. He admitted that his outfit failed to do a wider consultation, on the relief disbursement formula, which has sparked, the higher level of brouhaha in the country. We went into the meeting with an open mind. We did not want to appear to be intransigent. We came to the conclusion that they have to go back and make some few alterations to the disbursement formula. Let nobody make any mistake about it. We have not accepted the current proposal and it as is. We've asked the Executive Council to make few amendments to some of the grey areas that we had issues with. They will come back to us. However, the principal and key point is that whatever the outcome of the decision, the 18 Premier League clubs have resolved to accept it. And that's the bottom line.
Many have questioned the Ghana Football Association for their decision to allocate FIFA COVID relief fund to institutions that have not been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Patrick Akoto says the GFA apologized to the clubs, saying that they should have held a wider stakeholders consultation before arriving at the disbursement figures.
When you finish a group, there will obviously be divergent opinions. There will be those with the minority view and the majority view. As if it is done, the collective interest of the group, i.e. the majority view, reigns supreme. Whichever minority opinion you have must be put into the back burner. We were not bullied. Did not come and outbox us, outfox us, or outmatch us. No, we had our day. Is the reason why we came to a consensus that go back, come back to us. But in order for us to know that out of good faith, we will accept every decision. We want to trust the Executive Council. We cannot continue to malign our own federation in the local media and expect that the manna will fall from heaven in terms of sponsorship. The court of public opinion is extremely important in the whole discussion. Very important. So we have resolved, and it's one of the things that we talked about at the meeting, that we have to be extremely, extremely careful not to use the media as a tool of expressing our grievances. Because the media do not offer solutions. The solutions will be given to you at meetings. But admittedly, on this specific case of the COVID relief fund, the GFA itself admits that it could have done better with a consultation. Because clearly, many people jumped onto the media bandwagon and made a lot of comments and statements born out of what was generated in the media. Because at that time, the clubs had not been consulted well enough. And when I say clubs have not been consulted well enough, I'm talking in specific reference in relation to the Premier League clubs.
The GFA Executive Council is expected to convene again and review the current figures allocated to each member of the football governing body in the West African country.
Amazing story of Jennifer Kujo, who plays for Sky Blue FC in the National Women's League in the US. Unfortunately, her team lost last night in that competition, and by virtue of that, they are out of the competition. Well, let's still stay with Ghanaian players. And Spanish top flight side Granada have signed talented youngster Mubarak Alassan from Liberty Professionals for an undisclosed fee. Now, the deal was finalized yesterday, but the 18-year-old signing a 5-year contract.
Very, very important. I think this is the best time in my career to work even more harder, because I think everyone will wish for this opportunity to be given. So I think me having this one, I think I have to work even more harder, more sacrifices too, because I think this one will help me the best way for this. I think since even when I was at my early age, I was thinking I have to play for Barcelona and then teams in Spain, because I do really see myself as Iniesta type of playing, and I was giving that name too. So I think playing over there, and then my style of play, especially what I learned in Wafa and then what our coach taught me in Liberty too, I think it will help me more going there. I think Spain is the best place for me as now.